Here I am to not save the day. Moo. Meow. That is Van Gogh yelling over there, as he does. Come on. Come on up. There you go. Brrr. So, I'm not feeling well, as you all know. When you see this, you'll probably know. But I did promise you guys that I would stream later, and so that is what I am doing. The Silk Road is here? What the heck happened? The Silk Road, my entire gaming career has been in Auradon. That's wild. Hold on, let me tell my peeps. If you are awake, I'm doing the promised second portion of my stream. All right, letting people know. This is, oh God, I have so many things I need to send to people. I forgot about that. So, J Hart rated me. I'm halfway telling you this. J Hart rated me with 96 people.
Telling me that?
Yeah, I'm telling you
I was
that.
there.
Oh, you were? Oh, derp. And so many of them actually signed up that I need to send out a whole bunch of thank you presents, which is what I always do. And some people tell me not to, but I don't listen. I'm not. There are still drops available, so should you be bored enough, you can watch me for drops.
Not that bored.
Wow, thanks, ass.
I don't even know what it means.
Drops are this is Van Gogh. He is doing the kitty dance. Barrow. He is my we don't know if he's younger or older, but we know he's Brad.
It's about the same.
He's about the same. Yeah, so he likes to sit on my lap. The other one never sits on my lap. But this is shopping time for me. I need to be able to get enough stuff for the week. And that's why there's not really housing. And it's got drops, so... And I was just explaining to that guy over there what drops are. Drops are a chance to get a crate, a special kind of crate. In this case, it would be an Ouroboros crate, which are really crappy and have only 2 chances of getting anything good in them. But people get them and want them anyway because you can deconstruct everything into gems, which you can then use to buy things. So it's basically free gems. And a really, really lame chance, really, really small chance, rather, of getting a mount or a pet. And I have the pet. I do not have the mount. It's extremely rare, as I understand it. You're gonna just stand here and dance, aren't you? It's been a rough night for a lot of my friends tonight. They're not doing so well. People are taking politics poorly, and I'm sick and not wearing makeup. I am, however, wearing my stain, which means that I can get away with not wearing makeup. Yay! I invested in this stuff called Xanderm. It's a stain that for people who have vitiligo. So you put it over your white spots. It's not a perfect coverage, but it does cover a lot. So it's like, you know, on stream you really can't see it unless I point it out, I suppose. Yeah, it is neat. It's like a little pen. It doesn't work great. I mean, it's not phenomenal, but it lasts and it's enough. So I'm pretty happy about it. And now I'm just shopping. And I'm sick. I left quickly out of my stream earlier today. I apologize for that. I wasn't feeling well. But I need to buy things and stuffs. Ooh, I will resell that. Can you sit down? Dancing McDancy cat? So, I usually start this on time, but I've been sick, so my usual excuse of I'm sick, so I'm slow. People are moved around. I wonder why. Like, there's people in random places that they are not usually in. That's always very surprising to me. Like, Silk Road is one of AC Squared's guilds, and they have been in in Volklegard since the game started, I think. So it's very strange to me to see them not. Wow, I will be buying all of your stuff. Okay, thanks. Give it to me. Excuse me, I need all of your things. Please provide all of your stuff. Go. I know, right? It's tempting that I won't do it. Unless it's in guild. Which one? I have multiple. That was awesome guild story, yeah. I have awesome guild stories going on right now. But I also have others. I have Awesome Guild Store, TTC, MM, and I used to have ATT running at the same time, but I turned it off. But Awesome Guild Store is the one that is probably the most useful if you're going to flip. Or if you're trying to buy things for under percentage. Wah! 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 I mock you. Yeah, then you definitely need Awesome Guild Store because that one is, it works with MM so that you can see what percentage lower something is. You can search by a deal. Oh my gosh, I have my snot! My baby snot! My baby snot! Doot doot doot. Andy, have you seen the baby snot? This is the baby snot, but look at how he follows me. He bounces.
That seems right up your alley. He kind of flies.
He's cute. So who took the spot? Solus Novo? Who even are these people? Don't you mess with my AC. I will beat you over the head with a stick. AC Squared is my friend. If you're ever looking for a no minimum, yeah, I've heard the name, but for them to go after Silk Road is really odd. AC Squared is a GM, and she has several guilds, all of which have no minimums. So if you want to get into a guild where you can sell pretty much anything and not worry about making minimums, you would want to do either. She has Walmart, she has insert guild name here, she has Silk Road, and the auction house. Okay, Spicy Life is one of J Hearts. I used to be in that, but I left when they added minimums because I sell such crap on my alternate account. I'm still in Spicy, though. I'm never going to leave Spicy unless he kicks me out, which won't happen. As far as I know, it won't happen. And then Wandering Merchants, isn't that Hammies? I love me some Hammy.
And eggies?
No, just Hammy. The real war hamster. Him. Me. Me. Okay. The real hamster of hams. What are you freaking out about, weirdo? He's like really freaked since you dropped whatever you dropped.
My phone.
Well, he's really weirded out by that. And he would like to know what you're doing. Nothing? Nothing. Sadness. Okay. Back to the dance, I guess. Weirdo. So this is usually what I do every Sunday, but usually I start it on time. And I used to keep lists. I don't do that anymore because I am tired. My life is tired. I have enough money. I don't need to worry about keeping lists to make money anymore. So I'm not worried about it. Usually I also use two different games. Like I'll have one game on one side, one game on the other. They're both ESO, but I'll have my alt account, my main account, both going. And so I'll stagger things. So I'll have, you know, one account's is porting while the other one is shopping. But in this case, I didn't do that because I won't be able to focus. I won't be able to finish sentences and think straight if I do that. Would you like a Van Gogh? He's still dancing on stream.
Push him down. He'll take that.
Brrr. Wah. Nope. He is not taking that.
I usually can push him in the shoulder and he'll sit down.
Sit.
That takes like gentle push
Sit.
over time.
Sit. Sit. Sit, Mr. Go. Sit. Sit. Oh my God. He just isn't, he's insistent on dancing. I don't know what his problem is.
Dancing, dancing, dancing.
I hope you guys don't mind watching a dancing cat. You know, some people have the graphics of a dancing cat. For me, I have the real thing for you people. Sad mommy's lightning stick. Man, there just have not been very good things for sale lately. It's been kind of a crappy market. And I'm having trouble finding enough to sell, excuse me, non, it seems like I'm afraid to load up too much on what's the word? Words are hard. I'm afraid to load up on motifs because we are having, hold on, we're having anniversary come up shortly. And anniversary, if you remember, is in April. And it's like everything and its brother drops in terms of motifs. And so the prices drop down to just crap. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with, it seems like selling has gotten harder recently. I'm not really sure it's harder to find things to flip, for sure. I have enough money, so I'm not really worried about it, but like you're saying, it's a little stressful to think about. So I always end up just giving to the raffles anyway. That way I don't have to think about it, just in case. But still, it has been strange. Less and less things to buy. I'm not sure why. Hey, Eula. Okay. It's hard for me to keep track of what's going on with the market anymore. I just don't know. Oh, by the way, Cardi has put something live in the game, which I have not yet seen in action. But apparently I have been either rewarded or punished, I'm not quite sure, with a death counter, just like Jayheart has. So if I should die because stabbies can't jump, you will be able to see the new death counter. Which I may jump off of something so you can see it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, apparently that is a new thing. Ay, ay, ay. But I'm in all trading guilds except for Divine Design Alliance is it's not a trading guild, it's a housing guild, but they do have a trader. Whereas Housing's Finest, yes, the update has other things, but it also has a me in it. It has a me. A dead me. Can you stop?
Not sure why your Italian was so bad. You are Italian.
Why do you exist? Just to torture me?
Yes.
Why? Why?
Oh.
You're a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
I think I hear owls, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so wow, what's going on? So I always check in here to try to see if there's a thief box. Yeah, he's crazy. He's just like the snuggliest cat I've ever owned, and he's all about the kneading. No! I know what a zombie's gonna do. How will I get my daily coffee if I send my husband to a dungeon? Man, I use him for things. Okay? I don't want to destroy him.
Wow.
The evil look from the side. Oh, Lord. Lots of different guilds that I've never heard of. And I have hair all over me now. Ah! Why are you so shedding? Ah. All of the sheds. It didn't work. Is he not a computery person? My guy's a computery person, so he usually can fix shit. Eula just said, I tried to use my husband to fix my laptop today, but it didn't work. Did the husband not work? Or did the laptop not work? Or both? That's funny. The laptop didn't work. Okay. All of the fluff, man. It's just everywhere, and it's all up my nose and on my face, and... Ugh.
Did you get a fluffy?
He says he's non-compatible with dishes and taking out the trash. That's unfortunate. That's awful. Do you really have to do everything? That sucks. I'm very spoiled. My husband's actually really good about that. Oh, shit. He says in a moment, and the moment can take anywhere from 1 day to 4 weeks.
No need to keep nagging me every 6 months.
Yeah. That's terrible. I would get mad about that. I I don't complain much, but I would complain about that. My husband does a lot of home repairs, and occasionally they don't actually happen. Like, they'll get started, but then not completed. And they'll just stay in that state of non-fixedness for quite some time. But he eventually does get around to them. He does. What? There you go.
From the in-laws. I don't know if that's showing up on camera.
I think it is. I think it's showing. Let me see. Yeah. Hold it in. Yeah, that's perfect. It shows. I want that. You want that.
I'll sell it cheap.
My mother and father sent that to him. Making kind of a statement. But the thing is, they adore him, so they were kidding around. He's just like that about projects, not about everything. He's actually really good about handling most things. It's just the...
Cat poop prioritizes
cat
projects.
poop beats all, I guess. Yeah, he does everything except sometimes projects do
That's
sit
what I
for
wish
a
I
while.
wasn't compatible with. Cat poop. Great.
No, actually, the cats are not compatible with cat poop. That's why they keep producing more. Because they're not compatible, they have to eject it. And then you end up having to clean it. And that's your job. Cat poop? You found cat poop on Amazon? Or the shirt? Oh, that's funny. I was gonna say, wait, you're trying to buy 15 pounds of cat shit? What? I'm kidding. I know what you mean. That's true. Yeah, we have that little guy, and he's not really the problem. It's the big guy who's dying because he's on diuretics, and it leaves his tummy very upset. And plus, you know, he pees all the time because diuretics. But he does get... He goes to the bathroom a lot, and it's unpleasant. And unfortunately, the cat litter box has ended up in our bedroom because the guy was, when he was at his worst, when he was dying, like, he was way off, like, much worse than he is now in terms of illness. Don't ask me why, but he's still trucking. But when he was at his worst, he unfortunately would pee on our bed, and we didn't really have any way to stop him from doing that except getting the litter box as close to him as we could. So the litter box is in our bedroom.
In the door.
What?
He got stuck in the door.
Who did?
Grant, remember the kitty dog?
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a forgot about that. We have a cat door for the basement, and
it's like a baby gate.
It's like a baby gate, but it's a cat door because
well, the baby gate has a spot, has a cat-sized door in it to let the cat through.
Yeah, because what it was is I am very unstable. I can fall a lot, and I'm not. I was afraid that I was gonna fall and hurt myself, honestly, down the stairs because we didn't have any sort of like anything protecting me from falling down the stairs. So we put in a gate, a baby gate, and it has a it has a hole in the baby gate for the cats to go in and out and to go use their bathroom in the basement. Problem is, our boy swelled up so much when he got heart failure that he couldn't fit through the hole anymore. He was so fat, he got stuck in the doorway. So it was the saddest thing. It's like, oh, you poor thing. Stuck in the baby gate because you're too swollen. So all sorts of stuff led to cat litter being upstairs. unpleasant. And now you all know the story of our lives, which is cat shit. Okay, enjoy. Have fun. That she has a hubby who has promised to open the laptop and clean the CPU fan. And it hasn't apparently been 6 months yet, so. Yeah, do it. You can borrow a potato. Hit him over the head with it. Potato-y demand. Why do I keep seeing the same things? That orcish platter, I feel like I just saw that. So many of these guilds are ones I've never heard about. Ooh. Oh, only 5%. Nope. Okay, Ballbusters has been here for a while, but... I usually don't buy elsewhere stuff to resell, but since I don't have this recipe, I'm going to buy it, and if the worst case scenario I'll end up stuck with it, then I'll just use it. I'm not really worried about that. So basically, like, my rule of thumb for this stuff is if I will generally try not to buy it unless I'll use it in case it doesn't sell. So I don't mind if I get stuck with things. Especially around now when we have the anniversary time is coming up and I may end up getting stuck with a bunch of motifs. I'd rather have them be ones that I actually don't have. So if I'm stuck with them, I can learn them. And that's that. It doesn't bother me too much. All right, next. Let us see. Is anyone in Betnik or Bleak Rock or any of the good ones? Let's go to Betnik. I don't know why I bother with Betnik. I haven't had much luck there. Bunch of people complaining on the forums about not having all the wisteria trees yet. Oh, does he get husband points for that? That he was working on it? Aw. My husband actually made dinner tonight. He made, it's like a vegan riff on Taco Bell, but it's pinto beans with rice and well, it was supposed to be cheese sauce, but he had sour cream, fake sour cream, and I had cheese. We're not, this one is always in, interesting. This guild is usually in Hughes Bane. Oh, you don't eat meat? A lot of people don't. You remember those days when people used to make fun of people who don't eat meat? And it used to be like really like, oh, vegans are the worst, you know? It seems like a lot of people have really changed their minds about that. People seem to have come around. Well, you may not have, but a lot of people have. I did eat meat. I still do, I'll be honest, but I eat a lot less of it. We follow a vegan meal plan for dinners. And generally I eat beans for lunch or something, you know. And breakfast doesn't ever have meat in it for me. But, you know, I've tried to change to a different diet to help my pain levels, but my pain levels haven't really been helped, to say the least. I've been in a lot of pain. But, oh, rough. That sucks. Thing is I generally, I can't really, I do, but I shouldn't really be having chicken. I have a bad reaction to touching chicken or turkey. It just started like a bunch of years ago. I didn't always have this problem, but like if I touch it, especially raw, you'll see my hands turn bright red and I get this really itchy burning reaction on my hands. So I was afraid and I stopped for a while. I stopped eating all poultry. Occasionally I'll still eat it. I haven't noticed much of a change either way. I don't know. Did I forget to do this? Oh, I did. What do you know?
Not much. You?
I know stuffs and things occasionally. 1, 2, 3. I do like eggs. Eggs don't seem to make me break out or anything. They're just milk. I don't know what it is. It's just a weird, I don't know. Some things bother me, some don't. I don't understand it. Bodies are weird. But it seems like that, you know, the 20 and 30-year-olds have really embraced a plant-based lifestyle in a lot of cases, you know. At least parts of it. They seem to like avocado toast as much as I do. I dig the avocado toast. And anyone who doesn't like it can just shut up because it's delicious. I know. Unfortunately, I have been trying, but I can't seem to give it up. That is my biggest, that's my biggest problem with, when it comes to vegan lifestyle. I can't. You don't need to shut up. You're allowed to disagree. You don't like avocado toast? Have you tried it? You can't say you don't like it if you haven't tried it. If you've tried it, I'll let you get away with that. But otherwise, you gotta try it. So there, haha. That's my only restriction. I do try to try things. I don't like all... Oh, you don't like avocados? Okay. That's a shame. They're actually quite delicious. Yum, yum, yum. They work for me. I like them. Weird. To me, it's very much like butter, bread and butter. Bayushi. Bayushi. Oh, is it because it's green? It's not a veggie though. I think it's a fruit. It'd be like not eating a kiwi because it's green. Kiwis taste like strawberries to me. They're just fruit. Aren't we fascinating? I am so fascinating. Oh, really? Coriander. You mean, can you taste it with coriander, or do you taste it with when it's in the cilantro format? Because we just had coriander in our dinner tonight. Rockets. Okay, your Britishiness is coming out. What the hell are rockets? What are rockets? Rockets? Rockets, Brit in UK? Roquette? Oh, it's arugula. I have never heard it called that. That's wild. I learned something. Today I learned. Honestly, never heard that called that before. You just taught this ignorant American something new. So thank you. It's not just you. It's apparently a common word for it. Just because I don't know it doesn't mean that it's sorry. Words. Brain. Did you know that that's what it's called? Oh, he's
What?
doing things. Roquettes? Did you know that arugula is rockets?
I knew it was arugula.
Yeah, apparently, because Eula was saying she was referring to arugula as rockets. That's wild. I never knew that. And they refer to coriander more as, instead of cilantro, they call it. This is funny. Coriander steaks with tomato and rocket salad. And what's funny about that is it's like multiple things that are different from what we call it. It's kind of funny. I like a lot of veggies too, but there are some, the ones that taste like dirt, I can't eat.
Beets.
Beets taste like dirt to me. There are other things that taste like dirt, but beets do me in. No, I'm not a big fan of raw onion either. I'm okay with it cooked and in something, but raw is just not my thing. Beets taste like dirt. How do you eat that? Like, you can literally taste the dirt in
You're
beets.
So crazy.
Beets need nothing? What is wrong with everyone? They have dirt in them. Why? What does the lemon do? Apparently putting lemon on them makes them taste better. Pickled beets. That's just pickled dirt. Ugh. Yuck. No, I can't do it. I reject your reality and insert my own. And mine has no beets in it.
So sad.
Shut up. No one likes you. No one likes beets and no one likes you. Except everyone on here likes beets. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Playing a game.
Mm.
If you can play a game, I can play a game. Huh.
It's not the flatness of them. It's the... I honestly taste dirt.
You're not alone.
Yeah, but Bayushi is in Poland. And so you two are pretty similar on that.
Huh?
I was talking to Eula. She said she grew up in Poland. And that's where Bayushi is. And Bayushi's on right now. Really? Walnuts and pecans? I could sit there and just eat them plain. Why do we have weird tastes?
You do eat them plain.
Maybe it is a different kind of beet. I'm not sure. Not that you like beets, but they taste better with lemon. You break me, Bayushi. Yeah, we do have different kinds of lettuce. Yeah. Although most people think of iceberg when you refer to lettuce. There are different kinds. Is it arugula a kind of lettuce? Rockets? Rockets! Rockets! Oh. Maybe beets are different. US beet versus UK beets. Okay, in the US, do we eat sugar beets? No, that's for sugar production. No, we don't eat the beets, the sugar beets. History of beets. I could sit here and read an entire history of beets. All I need to know is one sentence. Beets taste like dirt.
No.
Yes. Beets. In the anti-beet camp are former President Obama and his wife Michelle, who asked that they not be planted in the White House organic vegetable garden. Many complain that beets have an earthy taste, aka dirt, which isn't far off the mark. Beets contain a substance that is responsible for the fresh soil scent in your garden following a spring rain. So basically, it is dirt. I think I'm right here. I think it is dirt.
It's dirt.
Dirt. Dirt.
And you are the queen of dirt.
Shush. No one likes you. I blame Germany for cultivating the beet. Maybe. My husband can smell the... Which is it? Can smell the... I don't know. Some people can smell things and some people can't.
I can smell things, yes.
I can't think of words. My brain is gone. Okay, they made really cute things though. Beet-colored red velvet pancakes. Maybe that's it. I can't think. The pain is interfering with my mental functionalness.
What was the smell thing you're talking about?
I think maybe asparagus?
Pea?
Not pea, though. Don't you just smell it from the vegetable?
No.
Oh. I know nothing.
After it's been metabolized, you can smell the pea.
Oh, I never noticed that.
It's a genetic thing.
You're a genetic thing.
That is accurate.
He is. He is a genetic thing. I'm not all here. I apologize. This place, since it started, has had the same spot, Legion of Many, and I don't even know why. Why would you keep getting the same shitty spot? I know it's comfortable, but it just seems like it's a bad idea. Now I'm not going to be called... Oh, the other food I don't like that tastes like dirt is, Oh, really? Huh. The other food that I don't like that tastes like dirt to me is a radish. And my friend Griff actually calls me the Russian word for little radish, I think, because because of my distaste for radishes. See, I have trouble with being a vegan when I don't like certain vegetables. Like, I wish I liked them all. Yeah, I don't dig the earthy tastes. It just doesn't do it for me. But I really feel bad that I don't like all vegetables. I wish I did. Well, then maybe the radishes that I've been getting taste like dirt. Maybe that's, you know, they're also really hot. And I don't do well with really hot foods. I have tried, me Johnny. I continually try to eat mushrooms. I continually try, and I finally just decided, screw it. I'm going to get, we use tofu now in place of mushrooms. I just can't do it. I've tried and tried and tried and tried. Now we just, whenever our food plan calls for mushrooms, I'm just like, just get us tofu. I'd rather have no taste than the taste of mushrooms. Oh, okay. Yet, I don't mind the, then again, Polish crit thing. You have to make them with butter, blanched onion, and just shitloads of heavy cream. Yeah, that sounds about right. You gotta cook that for me, and then I would eat that. I do, what do I... I just... What's the one that you introduced me to that I had never heard of when I moved out here? The one that looks like a root bulb that I like.
Kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi. Do you guys know what kohlrabi is? Because, like, I had never seen it until I moved to Wisconsin. I'd never even heard of it. It's like a bulb. Yes, that's what it is, kohlrabi. But I had never heard of it. I'm embarrassed to admit. It was not something I'd ever heard of. And I lived in New York. I lived in D.C., Washington, D.C. I lived in California. And
In New York, they have the kohlrabis.
What?
In New York, they have the kohlrabis.
I don't get it. Rabbis? Are you trying to make a Jewish joke?
Yes.
You're almost funny. He's commenting on the fact that we have so many delis and whatnot on Long Island that we all love to eat at. And he's right. They have amazing food. I'm a sucker for a Jewish deli. Can't really walk by without wanting to get a knish or something. But yeah. Kohlrabi. Never heard of it. Total new thing for me. And I like it. But it doesn't... I guess because it's a type of cabbage, then I wouldn't really have that earth taste, huh? Because the cabbages don't really have earthy taste. They're okay. I don't mind those. That's probably what it is. I wonder if it's a root thing. But carrots, lots of root stuff doesn't taste like dirt. It's not a root. It looks like a root vegetable. How am I supposed to know? It's a new thing. Yeah, that wasn't a thing I knew. I did not know kohlrabi. Give me a second. I need a sip of coffee to keep my brain going. You get to see my cute little pajama bottoms that my hubby got me. Are you out of food? It still smells like Taco Bell out there. But I do like it. I mean, also, I think part of the thing is that my husband grew up, partially at least, on a farm. At least part of his life. His mom does a lot of growing of vegetables, and you probably were introduced to kohlrabi from a young age, I would think, right? Because of your mom's...
My dad liked it.
Your dad liked it? Oh, okay.
I suspect there's something eaten around here by farmers, yeah.
Okay. Well, on Long Island, I had never even heard of it.
Sad.
It is sad, but I've caught up Occasionally we grow them in the garden and they always go bad because we let them grow too long. And then they get woody and gross. I suck at growing stuff. I really do. I never cut it up in time. And then something ends up eating it. Alright, you now have a new word of something I don't know. What is a courgette? Oh, zucchini. Okay. I love zucchini. Yeah, I'll eat zucchini instead of most vegetables. I'll usually replace eggplant with zucchini because I like it so much. I see. Aubergine is such a better word for it. I like that word. I should just get one of these desks. Yeah. I think sweet potatoes also have a Frenchy name. That might be it. But that's Italian, isn't it? Maybe not. Maybe
Yam.
they call them yams.
Oh.
You're a yam.
Sweet potatoes is yams.
You yam what you yam. Oh, I turned off the grass and now I forgot to turn it back on.
The stakes have never been higher.
That's a fair comment there. They can be made really delicious, but it usually requires a lot of sugar and butter. I tend to be okay with it until there's too much of it. Once I've had like too much sweet potato in a week or in a, because it's often the meal plans we do will use a certain ingredient a lot in a week. And sometimes that really doesn't work for me. Like I can handle it in small amounts, but when they do like 3 or 4 different meals with sweet potatoes, I'm like, oh, please, I can't. Stop. Too much. Don't get me wrong, I like them, but it's just sometimes it's overdone. I like them in moderation. Do you know how they say that you should do everything in moderation? Does that mean you have to do moderation in moderation? That makes me wonder.
Things that make you go,
It's true. I read something today in a game that I play. I don't know if you guys play BitLife at all, but I do. When I am bedridden, I sit there and I play with my iPad, and it's one of these games. It's not a difficult question. It's a silly question. You can dismiss it. But it was You're allergic to sweet potatoes, cucumbers? I understand mushrooms. I've heard people be allergic to mushrooms, but sweet potatoes and cucumbers? Those are weird. I've never heard of anybody being allergic to that stuff. I believe you. It's just weird. You know what I have problems with? No one believes me because I'm Italian, but I can't digest garlic. If I have garlic, I get sick from it. It's it will make my stomach upset to the point that we actually try to buy sauce with very little or no garlic in it, and we prefer to make our own hummus when we have it because of the fact that it's got so much garlic and hummus. So
for Bunkies.
yeah, Bunkies does it without, but no one knows what Bunkies is. Um, yeah, well, you know, I mean, it just makes me. I can eat it. It tastes good. Don't get me wrong, it's not that. It's that once I do eat it, my stomach is upset. I can't really digest it, and it makes me ill in unpleasant ways. Cakes. You know, I lived in Los Angeles for a while, and they have a restaurant that's known as the Stinking Rose. And it's a famous restaurant where everything has garlic in it. And it has ice cream made out of garlic. Like the ice cream, I'm not joking about the ice cream though. I've seen it in person. Maybe I am sensitive to nightshades. Listen to the vegetables, Andy. Tomatoes, peppers, onions, garlic. All foods I have a little bit of an issue with. Maybe I do have problems with nightshades.
Could be.
That's an interesting thought. I still eat them, but they might be the ones that are making me ill. Yeah, so this stuff is real. Like, garlic ice cream is real. I refuse to try it for obvious reasons. Yes, I went to the restaurant. I was invited by people. I couldn't turn it down, and I wasn't about to tell them that it was going to make my stomach hurt. So I went, and I don't remember what I had. I don't think I had very much, whatever it was. But yeah. Wow, what's with all the elsewhere stuff? Lots of elsewhere thingies. Look at you being all smart again, Bayushi. You know everything. You make me feel really stupid. No, you're fine. It's fine. Let me just get this right. No, you are very smart, though. We all have things we know a lot about. Anyway, I was trying to tell you the story of the BitLife. So I was playing BitLife earlier, and it had a silly quote in it. It said, I've now realized, or something like that, I've been thinking a lot about how the fact that kangaroos are deer, isn't it a deer? It's a deer T-Rexes. Because of the little arms. Deer T-Rexes. And that makes me think. Yeah, my whole job is like that. I know so many little things about stuff that I will never ever use, and you know, information about states, and I'm like, I don't know why I need this to know this. I don't really. Don't ask me why I'm buying all this junk. I just feel like it. Oh, Jay David was on my stream earlier, so now I feel a lot less bad about buying all this crap. This is good. I buy all of your crap, sir. It gives you lots of monies. Itchy nose. Yeah, but so, you know, a lot of people may have lots of random information in their heads, but I have random information about states in my head. It's like stuff I will never use in my life, and that when it does come up, it is so uninteresting. I know. Like I said, this was somebody who was in my stream, so I don't feel so bad buying lots of their crap. Oh yeah, that's right. I guess I didn't do my Ritz today on this character. That's weird. I'm gonna have to reload UI. Anyway. Oh, crap. I missed one of the places I like to hit up for chests.
For
Bagpipes. They are pipes made out of bags. Duh. Obviously. I'm kidding. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe we could all be cures for insomnia, right? Me about genealogy too. Oh my lord. You think you may be interested, but you're not interested to the level I will bring it to. No one is interested in that. I can genealogyify any conversation whatsoever. Excuse me. Wow. Your dad sounds fascinating. You have a boyfriend? Really? And he's Chinese? Explain. Who speaks Chinese in this picture here? Ah, I see. You speak Chinese. Oh, okay. That doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, my poor husband, since I got into, of all things, I'm usually I'm a Civil War freak nerd. I learn so much about, I mean, I've even gotten into Waterloo, you know, the Battle of Waterloo, and I read obsessively about certain things. But when it comes right down to it, this poor guy, I have dragged him to cemeteries. I have dragged him to the most boring ass libraries on planet. I mean, there's just I am just archives. And then the worst of it, when I got my vitiligo got to me to the point where I started getting into makeup. Now he has to listen to me talk about makeup. I mean, of all things that a guy is totally not interested in, he has to listen to me talk about makeup. And then I make him come in and look at the different colors and tell me which one looks best.
But it makes you beautiful.
Aww. Yeah. I actually made him look at different swatches of color and tell me which one looked the best to him. And he's kind enough to humor me. Because I'm just that awful. He humors me with that, and lately I've been asking him for help with my zones. Like, I'll have him come in and I'm like, tell me what this looks like to you with my building. And if he doesn't know, I know I fucked it up. Or if it's like, what do you think I should change about this to make it seem more like a game or something?
More like a box of chocolates.
Or a box of chocolates, yes. Oh, wow. Your poor ex. Well, I see why he's your ex, though. Her ex gave up. She drags people to art museums. And she said, my ex gave up once, sat in front of a huge painting depicting a nude lady, took out his Kindle and read a book while I was exploring the museum. Oh, no, Andy really does try. He really does. He comes over and he'll take a look at it. At first, he was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I can't really help you. But you have to tell me what's pretty. That's horrible. Yeah, so but you know, after watching enough, I think, of my streams or sitting in here or things that I've forced him to look at, I think he's finally gotten to the point where he kind of knows what's going on. And I've heard him like actually explaining it to some of his friends, and I'm like, wow, he does get it. It's a farm. I saw it. No, that's true. But he gets a good idea of like he knows there's limitations to what I can do based on what items I have. So if I've used something strange, he'll say, "Okay, that's kind of odd, but I get that you guys have limitations and you can't really use things, you know?" You studied fine arts and you're insane. Yeah, I kind of wonder which came first. Were you insane before you studied fine arts? Or did the fine arts do it to you? That's the question. I studied law. That partially made me insane. Stabby 3 potato. Yes. Omnivore. It was 20 years ago. I know, I feel so old. Yeah, I think about 20 years ago and I'm like, there was a time in my life where I was healthy, thin, didn't have problems like I have now, where my skin didn't sag. Those days are over, and now I am old. And I didn't appreciate it because I didn't know what it was like to lose it. Oh, I have weight issues. I also have skin issues. Yeah. Well, when I got cancer, I put on 80 pounds. So that was fun. But I was never a skinny mini. But cancer didn't help. The meds I was on for cancer didn't help. But yeah. And the condition itself doesn't help either. It sucks. But whatever. It is what it is. Don't be invisible. I know you've struggled and you've beaten it, so don't feel bad. It doesn't matter anymore. I've gotten so used to it. It's fine. Generally, you don't hear me complaining about it usually as much as I feel it, that's for sure. It hurts you? Excluded what hurts you. Didn't mean to hurt you. I hope I didn't. You know I'm crazy about you. Oh, you mean diet-wise. Gotcha. I was going to say, I didn't think I said anything that hurtful. It's like, I'm going to feel terrible if I upset you like that. Yeah. Well, that's why I went mostly vegan. And then I fell off of it because I'm so sick. This is the longest I've been upright all day. Honestly. I'm struggling really hard, so I can't always eat right. Yeah. I don't go outside much myself. The weather is hard on me physically. I have trouble with it. Oh yeah, totally. If I didn't have ESO, I'd be much less social. This is my social life, such that it is. Which is to say, not much. Yeah, I'm a very introverted person. Plus, outside is difficult for me and cold. Yeah. I'm sensitive to the cold. All sorts of fun stuff. I'm fading though. I think I'm gonna call it and go to sleep because I'm not feeling well. I feel like I have a fever. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. I did do my promised second stream, and I loved our conversation tonight. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Sleep well.